How's it going, buddy? Joey64 here, and welcome to our first of two 500 subscriber specials for the channel. So, I want to say it's been a few weeks now, so I apologize for the delay on this. But, a few weeks ago, we hit 500 subscribers. I don't even remember when it was, but it's probably about a week or two ago. And in honor of this, I went on all my social medias, and it was like, hey, what questions do y'all have for me, and I'll answer some. So that's what we're gonna get into today. Some of these come from Reddit, some of these come from Twitter, random sources, just all sorts of places. And some of these are just questions I've heard people ask me before in comments, and I'm like, well, I'll just answer them. But yeah, we're gonna get into the questions from Reddit first, from cool_kid97. They asked, how did you get to 500 subs, and how do I also get there? Alright, so let's see. I guess how I got to 500 subs, I've been doing this for this upcoming July. Next year it's July. I'll be doing YouTube for 4 years. And to be honest, it's really just a thing where you have to just keep throwing random stuff at the wall and see what sticks. For the longest time, I kept just doing playthroughs, and it was alright. Some did better, some did worse. But I found, especially more recently, while you watch this, are probably a lot of the newer people who joined recently who helped us get to 500 subs. I found, at least recently for me, do this quicker short form content where, assuming you've seen my videos or have idea of my videos, the Pikmin Bloom videos I've done, the what other ones I've done, more recently, very recently, I've been doing try to do daily or bi-daily live streams, just constantly pushing yourself out there, and not just one formal way, just in different ways. Like, I've made 241 videos, so yeah, and not every one of your videos will do good. Like, I could just look right here, I have videos like some of my Pikmin Bloom videos did good, and they were my first videos to hit thousands of subscribers. Some of my Pikmin Bloom videos hardly got 100 or less views, You just gotta see what clicks. I guess the last thing I kind of give with you for the best advice is just, experiment. I'm still doing that, to be honest. I'm experimenting with all sorts of stuff. I won't say too much about it yet, but next week I have a new series that'll be premiering on the channel, and hopefully that works out. And if it doesn't, you do it for a couple times, you learn from it, you move on to the next one. I guess also lastly, promote yourself. Twitter, Reddit. If you're fortunate enough to get the community tab on YouTube, the community tab is a big thing. I highly recommend using that once you get that. Even if it's just copy and paste stuff from like your Twitter or something. That's what I do for the most part. Just get stuff from Twitter and throw it on the community post. At least I've only had a community post for 2 days, so that probably changed. But for now, that's what I've been doing. But yeah, it's really got to push yourself out there. And that's messaging other YouTubers around your area on like Reddit or Twitter to do collaborations, or even just asking your friends and family to push out your videos and maybe watch a few or share them to their friends. And, it's all about promoting yourself. And eventually you get to the point where YouTube will stop promoting you. Like, luckily I finally broke that mold with, like I said, the Pikmin Bloom videos. 2 or 3 of those got a few thousand subscribers. And so ever since the YouTube's actually been pushed on my content, that is even Pikmin Bloom, just any of my videos and my live streams. So that's another thing. Like, NND is kind of a gamble, but as so I don't ramble on too much long about this, we'll go ahead and move on to our next question. So these next few questions are from Mushy Boys. I hope I pronounced that right. This is another Reddit user, and first thing they asked was, what are promotional methods you use for your success? I guess I kind of just went into that, but like I said, Twitter, Reddit, the YouTube community tab, various other apps. I guess I get into that a bit more. Really put yourself out there. I've collaborated with a lot of small YouTubers, whether it's been just them looking at scripts, asking them how you think my editing was, actually be in the videos. If you look over my channels tab on the main homepage, you see that game, the YouTube collab channel. They have helped me out immensely with asking advice. Because I think almost all of them have been in the game longer than I have. Apologies for that. If I turn off my notifications on my phone. That's why I'm reading these quests off of my phone. But anyhow, they've helped me out immensely with one letting me be a part of some of their collabs with like the Smash one we did and the Sonic Generations video that I narrated. That was cool. And then also, let's go back for asking questions. I also promote my videos there, and it's a nice little community we got together there, and I really appreciate them for that. Go subscribe to them. They need more subscribers. They make such high quality videos, and it's a shame that that they're only at like 170 or something like that. Go subscribe to that channel. But anyhow, back to the question. Basically, promotion methods: Reddit, YouTube, obviously YouTube, Twitter, and then just reaching out to people. Those are like the three big things. So how did you finally reach your audience? I guess I realized doing short form content, I get out quicker, and it's more scripted and personalized, worked out well. Like I've done let's see if I go to my videos real quick. I've done like that Pokemon hopes, my hopes for Pokemon, stuff like that. I've done a lot of live streams recently, discussion videos, talk about like the Game Awards, just kind of a variety of content. When you're a small YouTuber, the biggest thing is this is your chance to experiment, because once you get bigger, people are going to expect sort of stuff from you, and even smaller people are going to expect stuff, but so you always want to respect your audience. But especially right now, you can really experiment, and that's something I've definitely taken advantage of. Is something, if you're a small YouTuber, experiment. But I would say that, the way I finally reach my audience is, just constantly doing stuff, and I feel like I'm still kind of finding my audience. I don't know, I don't feel like I'm like this huge YouTuber who's finally like, yes, I have my audience, I have everything set. As I keep making videos, they'll keep coming in. Hopefully, as I make videos, people will keep coming to the channel, but, I'm not gonna be like, this day, next year, I'm gonna be at 1 million subscribers. If that happens, I'll be very appreciative, and we come back to this QnA and laugh about it, but I don't expect that at all. I don't expect to be at 1,000 in a year, so, I don't know. I'm never saying never, though, but, I guess how I find my audience is constantly spitballing, and I realize, at this point of YouTube, the best way to get yourself out there is really putting your personality there, because what's going to make me playing for Brilliant Diamond different from the like millions of other people doing Brilliant Diamond live streams on Twitch, streams on YouTube, videos on YouTube, so we're just putting personality out there, using tags, using the hashtags. I know hashtags are kind of like a weird thing to use, because like, oh, you're using hashtags, that's a very outdated thing, but it works. Y'all probably knows movies, I started using hashtags in my video titles, like hashtag Joey64, hashtag Wii U, Game Awards, Pokemon, and that YouTube pushes through videos out when you do that. It's a little weird, but hey, like my Willie Mouse is the video itself. That's another thing. Don't make a video that you're not going to enjoy. Like, yes, I did. Part of the reason why I streamed Brilliant Diamond was it's a popular game. You kind of have to do that sometimes. But don't do a popular game just because it's popular. Like, when I did Pikmin Bloom, I didn't know how popular it was going to be, but it's something I really enjoyed. So, I've done series in the past, like Dance Dance Revolution, Mario Mix. And main reason I did it because no one else had a Let's Play commentary of that game on the YouTube, which shocked me. Well, not when I could find, at least. So I was like, okay, I'll do one. And that those videos did all right, but not amazing, but I gotta say I did it, But go on to the next question. What other content would you like to make? Something I would like to do eventually. I don't want to spoil too much because I do have a lot of stuff in the pipeline. I feel like I always say that, but I do. I do would like to make some sort of like heavily scripted series that has like a plot, stuff like that. Like I don't want to say a TV show per se, but something that is similar vein of like a TV show, or yeah, like I guess you'll kind of get that vibe. They're like, get voice actors, maybe get some artists, fully directed, write the scripts, and it's not just like a video of me talking to y'all, whatever. It's this story that y'all can follow. That, and I would also I don't know. I guess I want to do more live streams. That's some that I want to do more in the future. I may expand to live stream on YouTube and Twitch, but if y'all saw the live stream from last night, I still have some issues streaming on YouTube occasionally. So I don't want to make the leap to both at the same time until I'm fully like comfortable with YouTube streaming. Even though I've been streaming on YouTube for years now, I'm still not fully comfortable with it. But yeah, I guess just want to do more streams. Want to do more interactable videos. With more interesting content. This is experiment. Like I've been saying a lot, experiment. I guess that's the big thing. So yeah. I guess I want to do some more reaction videos. Like like when like game trailers come out, the Game Awards, E3, stuff like that. I like to do more reaction videos. Since I now have a way to do those. More recently I found out how I could do them. It's just been just other to react to. So look forward to that if I ever get to it. But what exactly made you decide to make the content that I am not reading this right? What exactly made you decide on making the content that you do? For this, I want to say Pikmin Bloom. I was just like, I got the game early. No one else is doing covering this game. Let me do it. Pikmin Bloom. Let's go. And then along with that, I did like some stuff related to Niantic. I started very recently doing like meme videos. Like the first one I've did was like the everyone's reaction to Sora being the last fighter, where it was like the Nintendo 64 kid, but it was Sora instead of a 64. That did pretty alright. Then I did like the wedgie, like I gotta get back to playing Animal Crossing on my 3DS, but I replaced Animal Crossing with Pikmin Bloom. That did really well. More recent, I did my Pikmin body is ready, my first and only YouTube short I've done. That did good. Especially more recently, when the Pikmin Bloom Expedition theme starts playing, that did outstandingly. It's also my first time to use a green screen in a video, so that was kind of cool. So stuff like the meme videos, it was just I think I did the Sora one as kind of a joke. And then I did the Wedgie one because someone on Twitter commented about like something on when Wedgie said like, I can't wait to have my purple Pikmin Bloom. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to make that for that person. And that's also kind of why I exploded, because it did really well on Twitter when I posted a link in that thread on Twitter. But I guess going back, I like to look further back then. I feel like we talk about more my recent content. Let's look back a bit at my older content, which, geez, scrolling back... Ooh. I guess I'm gonna kind of take this time to talk about my main inspirations, I guess. Because why not? That's where it goes with the question. So I have a few YouTubers that inspired me. The first YouTuber I ever saw was or YouTube video in general was Sugar Kong. He's a Nintendo YouTuber, so I'm not sure how many y'all know about him. I think he's hit 2 million subs recently, but he's definitely not like the biggest like mainstream YouTuber. Though he has if you know about Nintendo YouTubers, you probably know about him. His Pikmin playthrough. At the time, I was really in love with Pikmin, and when I was introduced to YouTube, I was like, Pikmin. And his video was the first thing that popped up. This was years and years and years ago. And I was like, whoa. That's so cool. This guy's talking about that game I like. So I was like, welp, I know what I'm doing. And yeah, from there I would act like I was making YouTube videos when I played video games, but I never actually was because I didn't have the equipment to do it. And eventually we're at now, and I'm actually making YouTube videos, like about 240 videos in and we're still rolling. So that's kind of cool. But I see like him. Some call me Johnny. He's a reviewer. He was a big inspiration for me. The Great Clement was another one. He's what got me into Sonic. That and just Sonic as a brand, just being all over everywhere. We're on the 20th anniversary when I got into the series, so that as well. There has to be those other YouTubers that have gotten me into YouTube. Game Explain. I haven't really watched Game Explain as much as I used to. I guess because I now just follow more like the companies themselves instead of just like a YouTube channel that tells me the news. But Game Explain, that was a big, I don't say inspiration, but it was just someone I followed a lot. I can't think of too many other YouTubers I've been watching for a long time. As Beta64, he was who got me into YouTube, or like YouTube video game history and obviously the betas of games and all that. So that was he did that. I'm sure there's other people I'm forgetting, but yeah, those are some of the people that kind of got me to where I am now with inspiration and stuff. What was I going to say? I guess bringing up the Beta64 thing, that made me think of I guess moving on to our next question. This is kind of just a random one, but where did my name come from, Joey64? Or I guess a story behind it. So I know some of y'all probably know about this. I know I've talked about it a few times, but the Force, obviously it's like, oh, Nintendo 64, Joey64, yeah, but the original thing that came from that was my Nintendo, because I started like early 2018. I think I made the channel in 2017, but when I first made my Nintendo account, I was like, what am I going to name it? I'm like, I don't want to just name it like Joey or Joe or something. I was like, I'm going to name it Joey64. It kind of rolled off the tongue, Joey64. I was like, yeah, cool. And when I went to make my YouTube account one day for the channel, I was like, I remember I was like, what should I name it? And then I looked over at my Switch. I was like, oh, Joey64. And that's how that happened. It's not the most original name. I'm aware of that. But, you know, I wouldn't change it. Definitely wouldn't change at this point. It's the brand. You know, I wouldn't want to name it the way I enjoy the name. It's brought up a lot of jokes of obviously, like, you know, there's all sorts of fun stuff with that. But yeah, that's a name I definitely enjoy. It's still my name, but it's not, like, you know, like, not my name, you know, like, it's not like a completely different alias, you know, it's just like, yeah, I'm Joey64, or Joey. Getting to our last Reddit question, though, I kind of went off topic there for a bit. It's King Parley _06 asked, have you done any paid partnerships with brands so far, and what was your experience with that brand? So, sadly, I have not done any paid partnerships. I don't feel like I'm really that big yet to be having people contact me. Maybe I am considered that big, and I don't realize. But, I haven't had any experience with any paid partnerships. I don't, as far as I know, at least, unless YouTube's been doing something in secret without me. But yeah, I have done some stuff with companies before, like you know, like Niantic. I had like Pikmin Bloom, always like make videos on it, stuff like that, but nothing huge, I would say. I haven't had any like sponsorships or gotten like a free game codes. They're like, hey, game developers, like, I want to say I have my Twitter DMs are open. When I think I actually have if I'm not mistaken, I actually think I have my business email somewhere on one of my social medias. So like, hey, someone wants to throw me over a fun little free game to review, I'll gladly do it. But yeah, no, I haven't had any experience with that yet. Though I am flattered by you thinking I guess I'm big enough to have that. I don't really know when you start getting sponsorships. Maybe in a future QnA, I'll let y'all know. But I guess this is our last question. This is from an anonymous user. What was your favorite video and series to make? My favorite video I've ever made. That's a hard one. I've been thinking about this one for a bit. I'm just kind of scrolling through my videos. I'm kind of leaning towards something that's newer. Just because, I feel like you get better the further you go on. I really enjoyed the Knuckles Mania trailer, whatever I called it. That was the first time I really did a lot of like editing for a video. Though you could tell it's really shoddy editing. I made that now like 2 years ago, I think. So it's definitely not the best editing. I'm well aware of that. But yeah, that was really fun to make. That it didn't get a lot of traction, but more recently, the Sonic Youth music video, the 30th anniversary thing I did recently, about 2 weeks ago. That was probably one of my favorite videos to make, just because so much effort went into it, and I find myself watching it just because I'm just so proud of that. And that's a bit of like a inflated ego there, like you're watching your own content. But I'm just really proud of that video. So yeah, I guess favorite series, Sonic and the Black Knight was really fun to do, just because it was just me getting out my, my opinions on Sonic and Black Knight, what I consider one of the most underrated Sonic games, personally. I consider that a very underrated Sonic game. And it was a very short series, only 5 parts, and it wasn't like the most viewed of my series, but it's something I'm very proud of that I was able to do. And I feel like I put a lot of effort in that playthrough. It was also one of the last big Let's Plays I did. But I love that game to death, so that was fun. Another thing is Mario Galaxy. If y'all been with the channel for a long time, Mario Galaxy has been going on for, like, it took like 2 years to finish it. Because I did the original playthrough, which the first part came out in, scrolling down, 2 years ago. And the first part did really well, and the West series did pretty solid as well. And over time, I kept getting sidetracked and doing other videos, continued to work on Mario Galaxy, and eventually we go all the way up to... when did I finish Mario Galaxy? Was that part of maybe a month of 2020? No. I don't know when I did finish Mario Galaxy, but I eventually finished it somewhere after about a year or so. And then I was like, let's do a live stream series called Let's Finish Super Mario Galaxy. I thought it would take 1 or 2 parts. The one joke of that was, it took me 1 to 2 hour live streams to finish. Yeah, and then I made the supercut version of that live stream later on. But the Mario Galaxy series is something that's very dear to my heart. It was my biggest series yet. It's still probably one of the biggest series I've done on the channel. But it's very near and dear to my heart just because so much effort went into that. I guess probably one of my least favorite series to do is probably... at least to make, this isn't like my opinion on the game, but to make was probably Mario Odyssey. Because it's something in future Mario months, I'm definitely going to avoid this. I don't know, I tried shoving the entirety of Mario Odyssey in 1 month, and especially at the time, I was like, this ain't going to work, and I somehow did it. But, we had the live streams, we had Dance Dance Revolution Mario Mix that month, and Mario Odyssey, and Mario Party. It was a lot, and it's something I would probably never do again. At least not such long videos, It was just a lot for me to do, especially editing all of it, and, still being in school in the time. It was a lot. But yeah, I don't think anything else really stands out too much. Just kind of scrolling through videos here. I can't forget Sonic Mania and Crash Bandicoot 2, my first 2 playthroughs. Those were fun to do. But yeah, I guess we've been going on for about 25 minutes here, so I guess we'll go ahead and wrap it up. I guess before we end this, Well, first of all, thank you for 500 subscribers. We're now at 506, I believe. Last time I checked, so we're now at 506. So thank you for everyone, not just the 500, but the 6 as well, everyone. And even if you haven't subscribed or liked, or anything on my videos before, if you just watched them, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate all the support, whether you comment, like, watch the video, subscribe, interact with me on Twitter, interact with me on Reddit, interact with the YouTube community stuff the past day or two. I sure do appreciate it. It's the main thing that keeps me going with YouTube. It's just that community interaction. Yeah, there was, like I already said at the beginning of this video, there is going to be a second 500 subscriber special, and that's going to take a bit longer to make. It's going to be a much bigger video than this. It may not be in length, but it's definitely going to be a bigger production value instead of just me talking with random game footage in the background. But yeah, I'll probably have more information about that sooner, rather than later, with all my Twitter and the YouTube community stuff and all that. But it's going to be, I guess I'll go ahead and say what it's going to be called. It's going to be called How I Got to 500 Subscribers. Something of that vein. Basically, it's going to be kind of me looking back. I'm going to show how I make videos, basically. This, how I decide what I'm going to do, how do I make the script, edit, record, upload it, do the title, the description, tags, everything. I'm going to do kind of like 2 of these. They'll probably be in the same video though, where we'll have one talk about how I made Let's Plays, because though I don't really do Let's Plays anymore, I still would like to come back to the idea of Let's Plays. It's right now, it's just something I'm taking a long break from. Me pumping them out like 3 years in a row, it kind of burns you out a bit. But one is going to be talking about how to make Let's Plays, and one's going to be how to make videos now, because they're both 2 very different processes. So yeah, that's going to do it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, give it a like. If you have something to say, put it in the comments, and subscribe for more content like this one. I hope y'all all enjoyed me rambling for 27 minutes, and I will see you all in the next one.